What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another one. It's time for me to make some new targets for the upcoming practice season, right? Like, I give the rabbits a little bit of a break in the spring and grouse season is closed, so I'm primarily target shooting. In Alaska, we have to deal with extreme cold weather. I got out in some of the coldest temperatures I've ever been in this year, like -15, -20. But when you get into those negative temperatures, this shatters like glass. One hit and toast. I've gone through 4 of them. I don't use them anymore because I want a target that I can set up once and shoot year round. These are like fake leather, just stitched together. They also get brittle in the cold and they rip right along the seam here. Right there where the line comes through, they end up ripping. What I've found that works for me very consistently is stainless steel spoons. So this one is going to be a rabbit target. It's a largish spoon that I got at the thrift store. And this one is a baby spoon. This is like ideal size for a grouse head. So the process is this. Lay these on something hard and hammer them flat, and then cut them off about there. Drill a hole and hang them up. The hardware you hang them up with is pretty important too. I will show you that in just a second. All right, I had to run outside and get one out of the catch box, but that's what they look like. It's a little teeny shackle, stainless steel. Get them at like industrial fishing supply store. So I use these to hang them. This one has been up there for 2 years. And as you can see, it's taken a bit of a beating. It's got a warp in it. You know, it's got its dents. It has taken its licks, but it's still there. You can beat the snot out of them and you might have to replace it. I think I've replaced one in the last 5 years. They last and last and last. So I'll give you a close up of all the hardware I use, and then I'll walk you through the very simple process of making a target. Very reactive target as well. They go ting and they swirl around. It's really satisfying when you hit one, especially at range. The thing that I don't like about these kind of targets is, you know, if I'm shooting at this at 40 yards, it's hard to tell if I hit it because they flip so fast, just whoop, and then right back to looking like they were. Some people have better eyes than me for sure, but it's really hard for me to tell if I hit it or if I just hit the background and made it swing a little bit. Whereas if I shoot a spoon, it goes bing, right? Not only do I get the audible reference, I get the visual because it spins around and, you know, flashes and stuff. So yeah, spoons for the win. Just as far as durability, as far as their reaction to being hit, ability to be seen at distance, etc. There we go, found my stash. This is Sea Dog Line 316 stainless D shackle. 9/16 inside length, 5/16 inside width. There you go. That's what they look like brand new in the package. Leave the handles on for the hammering part so that you've got something to hold on to and you don't have to rely on a pair of pliers, which occasionally slips. Here we go. Roughly rabbit head, like ideal size, probably perfect grouse head size. Now we go punch some holes in them. Yeehaw. Random helpful tip for not losing stuff. Put several rare earth magnets on top of this so that you can just keep your chuck handy. That'll do. I almost made a tragic mistake. Don't try and hold this, because once you start getting through it, the bit will bite and it'll spin, and this will whack the bejeebies out of your hand. Vice grips are your friend. Holy enough for church. Okay, here's a final look at the full setup. Here's the ones that I am replacing, I guess. Like I said, I broke 3 or 4 of these this year. These ones tear right here in the loop. Like, a lot of this stuff is designed for warm weather shooting, and it absolutely serves its purpose well for that. That's just not an option for me. Here's what I go with: the smashed spoon. This one's good and beefy. I don't know what that is, probably a 16th. And this is that stainless shackle. I think I broke one in 5 years, but they really do take a beating. And as long as you tighten them up occasionally, you don't really got to worry about them coming off. Here's our dimensions. All this, 1 square is an inch. And this is very accurate size-wise in comparison to a grouse. Kill zone on a rabbit head is probably about this size. As far as targets go, a rabbit is a huge one. A rabbit's got a big kill zone on the head. So, make yourself one of these and practice till you can hit it out at 20. I'd imagine most folks can stumble onto a rabbit inside of 20. I'm going to go hang this up and show you how lovely they are when they ring. I keep a ratty set of pliers up here just to get them good and tight, and there we go. If you want to see what they look like after years of abuse, there's a spoon. So I beat this one until it started to cup on me, and then I turned it around, spray painted it, and I'm starting to beat it flat again this side. But this is just a big round spoon. That's kind of an ideal rabbit head size. Love it. Yeah, here you can see what remains one of those orange slapper dealios. This is a piece of discarded spear gun rubber that I used to keep this one on this side, keep that one on that side. That over there. This one here is another variation on the same deal. It's just 2 steel washers. These are going to rust up a little bit, but should make an interesting slapping sound when it's hit. Slap and ring. All right, I'm gonna get the pliers and tighten these down, and let's get to shooting. Welcome to the wall. All of the ones on here have some history, or came from a friend, or are brand new. That's from my last rabbit hunt video. That's from the video before it. That one's fresh off the press. That one's the first shape of this kind I ever did. That one is like my absolute favorite. That one right there. In fact, let's shoot that one today and this one today. Paduke. I really, really like that. That one goes in the pocket. And then this one is a spruce natural. Just like the symmetry, the shape on it, the growth rings in the palm swells, right? The growth rings in the end here. Just everything about this Slingshot is perfect to me. All right, let's go give it its laps. Oh, it's a nice smack. Love it. All right, we're back from the range. Just a quick recap. I shoot spoons because these little plastic ones shatter on me in the cold. These faux leather ones rip right down the seam here. And I like to hang up targets like once a year and leave them. I've got some that are my bigger spoons, you know, that are just smaller than a baseball, and those are semi-equivalent to the head of a rabbit. And I've got some that are, you know, a little bit smaller than a golf ball, and that's the head of a spruce hen. Practice like you hunt, right? They last all winter, and I shoot them daily, and they take a beating. What we're shooting today is this Spruce Natural 25-20 taper on some very old Burning Skull white and 11mm steel. This is a Padauk Slingshot. That's redder than it looks on camera. But yeah, shooting blue Jinpu .65, 25-20 taper, 11mm steel. Rambling. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share with like-minded people, and I'll see you in the woods.